I feel gr- I feel great after not dying last session. That was like, oh, oh, okay. Sorry. Once again, I need to go into Task Manager and close out my main thing because it's causing a bunch of lag. Oh wait, I have multiple. Close that out. Close that out. I'll continue while those close. It's fine. Just this can be PowerPoint for a little bit. Oh, it's snowing. Nice. Wait 1 second. Okay. And then end that task. I still need to do something about the power usage. I need to look up why it's using so much power. But shoot. This is something I should have done beforehand. But it's fine. Or I guess not. Okay. There we go. Ah, man. So, there's a couple ideas. I looked into how like rail carts or mine carts are typically used. And one idea is before I start villager trading to focus on building the house a little bit, or before I get really into villager trading to focus on building the house a little bit. And are these fully grown? It's hard for me to tell. Looks like it. Oh, actually, I want to put regular seeds. What I'm thinking of doing is making 1/2 potatoes, 1/2 wheat, and then growing them on either side. Now, in the long run, I think I'm going to go with potatoes. Potatoes have a very good reason why I'm going with those ones in specific. And, yeah. So, reason to go with potatoes over, oh, also in this case and scenario, uh, I'm gonna get, I'm thinking of laying out the track all the way to, where is it? All the way to the village. Oh, I didn't put these in the smelter. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay the track all the way to the village, and then once I have a base set up there, I'm just gonna use a furnace minecart to push villagers. Because that's apparently how they did it back in the day, or not how they did it back in the day, but how some people move villagers and a use for these things. Villagers are up here. It's quite a ways away. Are villagers up here? Yeah. The village is right about here. And I already have every house kind of mapped out for them. So open up this a little bit wide, get a single track, have it go all the way through here instead of having myself go all the way through there. But the thing about that, as an option or a plan, is that it requires me to have a what's the word? A base, a place to put the villagers. And there's just a couple problems with that part of it. First off is just procrastination on that end and schedule. After trying to set bases in other spots and then just dying on the way to getting resources, I might not even bother with that whole idea until I have a sort of full diamond or an enchant system down so that I can protect myself. And then the second fundamental problem with this idea slash plan. And The second fundamental problem with it is that in comparison to how other people do, or in comparison to when those ones were set up, gold is just kind of fundamentally easier to set up nowadays. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. I'll get it back on the way down. But, yeah, I said before that it'd be a venture into the nether, because once I get to any sort of amount of nether, just flat out netherrack everywhere, I can just, oh shoot, I can just sort of throw that netherrack down, and yeah. Ooh, shoot, I don't want all that to be. Put this in here, there. Okay. But obviously I have some reasons why I don't want to instantly go with the into the nether unprepared. On standard, the nether isn't too dangerous. The piglins and stuff are about the biggest danger, but they're fairly predictable, and if I don't have enough gold. Usually I'd make gold boots or something. But with a little bit more spelunking and caving, I could find gold, or if I just come across it while nether exploring, which will fundamentally make those areas not a problem. Now I'm not going to go too far into here. I have like no food on me whatsoever. Just trying to lay out some good area. Okay. Okay, skeletons on that side. You can hear them. I'm not going to push my luck with skeletons, especially when I'm not at full bars or any food to get my saturation up. Right now, we're just trying to play it safe. It's actually coming closer to me. I wonder if it's locked onto me yet. It shouldn't have, though. Let's see what we're working with over here. Okay, here we go. This was actively what I was looking for. This is more than enough to give me some boots. I usually go for boots or crown. I think because I'm going to actively be using gold a lot more than I typically do, I'm going to go with the boots. Save me some gold. And it's time to head up. My potatoes should be done. But yeah, I'm going to have to be a lot more carefuler with how I spend my resources, just because of the idea of setting up an early. Thankfully enough, most of the things that I'm going to be using for the sort of color palette of my build are going to be not that resource heavy. It's going to be a lot of stuff that I can get just naturally, being mostly stones and stuff. This should be the way down to deep stone, deep slate, which will be a whole nother venture. I mean, venture. I think I made this same comment last time. I really do just run around in circles repeating stuff. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot once again. No, no, no. Gosh, I make it harder for myself. You can see right here. Now, one thing I could do with these, actually, is place the torches underneath. Actually, no, because, well, I guess the way down doesn't really need any torches. But, yeah. Ooh, it's getting nighttime. Now that I've laid out some things to keep mob spawning, it should be less dangerous to walk back to my bed. Overall, everything... This world feels a lot safer than previous worlds that I've made. Let's throw this into here, and then sort stuff into the block junk box. And then after that, it should be right time to start exploring the nether. Or at least get set up to start exploring the nether. Probably smelt more of this iron down. Yeah. The squids keep faking me out. Let's eat some potatoes, get back up to full saturation. Ooh, didn't plant this one down. Let me get that over there. Ooh, and this one. Oh, did I smelt all my potatoes? Oopsie. I did smelt all my potatoes. Well, best not to let the crops go to waste. Okay. Let's see everything that I need. Not going to need a door because I'm not going to be going underwater. Don't need my railings because that's for future endeavors. This bow, I'll save for later. I probably won't be able to fix up the bow without it being more problems than it's worth. Spruce button. A little bit extra food's never going to hurt anyone. Some planks. Raw iron's going to go in there later. Might as well take that just in case, I never know. The minecart's for later use. Boat for falling down. Possible later use of that. Torches, don't need the hoe. Okay. Gold, throw that in there. Not much. Okay. I guess the water bucket's no longer necessary, because it's going to be in the nether where it can't be used, and I don't have a cauldron. Let's take these out right now. We can smelt more of these later. Plus, we could smelt more of them if necessary. Okay. Oh, and might as well get... Oh wait, no, I need my junk blocks. The spruce is just there for emergency crafting tables and stuff like that. But my junk block should be... Let's use granite. Oh wait, we still have some dirt left. 26 dirt. And with netherrack also there, it should be fine. Oh shoot. Where is it? Oh, it broke. Yeah, it broke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that should be fine. 9. 6 of those. Okay, and then some sticks for torches. Or whatever use I would have for them later. This should be well enough. At least within my current ability. I'll definitely need to pretty this up later, but... You know one thing I want to do? I want to one day be able to run the like seamless portal mods. I want to make a mod pack that has that incorporated in it. Because the seamless portals mod is just so cool to me. I'm always a fan of like no need for loading screens or anything like that. This bridge is definitely not me proof, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. As I've said before, glowstone, one of the best lighting blocks. Oh, my timer wasn't even on. My time. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. My timer wasn't even on. Ugh. Oh, hey. I'm telling you, I felt a pit in my stomach when that happened, and I realized I was just dead. I think that's like the first one that I didn't like feel like embarrassed or anything. I just felt genuinely sad. Because like when I tell you that there was like much more to this than just like I went on a practice world because I wanted to be a better builder, and I went and found another snow biome, and I was like, okay, what blocks look nice with this and this and this, and I started like building some stuff. I looked into like how rail systems work and stuff, and I was like, oh my, I feel so sad. Like I don't even feel embarrassed, I just feel sad. I don't know why I exited out, but all these are underwater. This is a nice little place full of food. Okay. But honestly, I survived one session without dying, and I honestly feel better about that than like anything else. Like, it's slow, but it is technically improvement, right? Like, it's not crazy to think that like it doesn't show at least something. Whether that's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, that's still a step. So I feel more motivated on this retry than almost any other retry. Plus, that's another death instead of like an overworld death or a cave death, which I've been experiencing like plenty of times now. And it was honestly just a fumble. Oh, hey, a donkey. Hopefully there's a saddle or something in that ship or something. Because if there is a saddle in that ship, then I can tame the donkey. I mean, I can tame the donkey and, like, ride it. And that'll give much more credence to staying around this area. Okay. Now this is plenty enough food. Meaning... Now there might just be like one problem, and that's like I might need to have made a door so that I can breathe in that area, but I think it should be fine. Ooh, wow, 2 ships. That's both a large amount of logs and some whatever treasure they have in there. Let's go check out the captain's quarters first. Okay. Shoot. I need to know how to do that quick thing that people do sometimes. I don't know how to do it. Okay, and then this one deeper down. Paper. Buried treasure map. Okay, give me this. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. This gives me a nice little adventure thing to do. Maybe I'll be more of a nomad this time around, rather than looking for something good. Okay. Well, it doesn't really tell me. Well, actually, F3. Now, I need a little bit of a compass or something, because I could just, yeah, just do a spin like this and I don't know where it is. So I guess I'll have to look for a compass. Either that or move so far in one direction that I know which direction it is, technically. But I'd rather just hope for redstone or something in this next ship and then get a compass. Savannas are kind of ugly. Oh wait, I forgot. Wow, I just realized. Okay. Gold, more smithing tape, templates, emeralds. Let's see what I got. Smithing templates, coastal armor trim. Legitimately only good for my final. For whenever I do my final armor. That's gonna be the thing I put on my netherite. Because I'm gonna get it. Don't worry, chat. I'm gonna get it. Have faith. Anytime now, I'm gonna get to it. Might be able to put on my earlier ones too. Okay, so 2 maps. Let's see where these 2 maps are. First one, second one. Oh, and they're same places. I guess they're so close together. Okay, Well, time to get to start with the fundamentals. Now, obviously, yes, I'm going to have to create another crafting table. And you know what? Screw it. Boat off. I'm going to boat off in one direction, and then I'm going to see if I can, where I see my guy moving, and then that will just be, yeah. Let's look at this. Okay, just boat off in this direction. And we'll see if it moves. No, it hasn't moved. Meaning either I'm going in the wrong direction, bad, or it'll be fine. All I really need to do is find one piece of redstone. And, For the house, I think remaining low-key is the right thing to do. Because with those ones that were like really ambitious, they just ended up with a lot of dead space where I wasn't doing anything and progressing. So I'm going to do a low-key on the surface one. Ooh, bamboo. Is there a chest here? I don't know if there's chests up here. Doesn't appear to be. Oh, there it is. No, that's just more They're just more polished. Ooh, that's a trident. Okay. I'm probably gonna make a bed and take a quick rest on this island. Here we go. This is for later, just so I have the ability to plant it. And let me see if this leads down to a cave. Okay, it does. Which might be able to get me down to redstone. Good. Now, I wonder what the crafting recipe for a bundle is. There we go, there we go. Okay, I guess I'll... You know what? Well, actually, no, I do want to have this mapped out. Just so if I'm running back up, I can easily run back up. Copper right there. No. Here we go. Don't need two of the same thing, so on. Skeleton right on the outset. Big cave. 2 creepers. But they can't get up here. So I'm pretty safe from right here. Might have to try the other side, because the other side might be safer. We only need about 1. Okay, I did pick it up. Because I'm going to need an iron pickaxe anyways. We only need 1 redstone, and then we can be on our way in these caves. And obviously I'm going to make a little bit more. Might be worth it to make a furnace and stuff and set this up as a temporary base. Right in here. I think I'll need a little bit more stone, cobblestone. Okay. Yep. We'll throw in the oak planks. Sorry. Okay, throw that in there for some food. Ooh, that's creepers. I might just let it blow up on my shield. Yeah, I don't want to test it out too hard. Like, I don't want to test my luck with creepers. Not after the last incident. Ooh. That's closed off, so that's not a problem right now. Might have enough for iron armor by the time I get to yeah. Now we're not wanting too much. I'm not gonna over bulk in these caves. We're hoping with these caves we're hoping to just have enough to start on our journey again with some good stuff. So I'm not trying to go too deep. I'm definitely gonna just leave these caves once I get to to redstone. Ooh, I don't like the sound of a witch. Not that there's much I can do about it. Ooh, a lush cave. Actually do want that. Okay. Well, I can't instantly explore that lush cave anyways. There's a lot more. Oh, that's two. Okay. Not seeing any signs of redstone, but there's a lot of iron in here. So that's a benefit. That's a plus. Redstone might legitimately just be too deep for me to be able to get without exploring pretty deep into these caves. As I had it started spawning in my other mine, or in the other cave, around deep before, right around deep stuff, wait. Though to be fair, I guess I could always just try to head north using F3. As what it'd be going positive, right? Yeah, it'd be going positive. But that's after I get some of these stuff to have my own ability to make a lush cave. Actually, I don't need to risk for decorative blocks that much. Yeah. Take some of these torches back as well. I want to test out my theory of just heading towards positive. Feel a little sick. No, I don't need this. Wherever the buried treasure is, I most likely have to set up. Oh, I didn't take my boat? I can't believe that. But yeah, wherever the lush cave is, I'll most likely have to set up my base there too. I'm feeling pretty well about everything though. Got some bamboo for later planting / scaffolding. Can't find my boat though. There we go. And then I guess I just start heading positive. And then, yeah. I technically don't need 2 maps, but I don't care. Wait a second, what? Okay, so that way heads along the border. So, this way? No, this way. Okay, so we're trying to, let's try and line up with the X and then get into a direction where we're no longer moving. Just like right here. Okay, on this very axis, I have to be moving either towards or away from it. But that's back the way I came, so I'm going to try to go in this direction. It is getting late though, so I need to rest. I don't know what's happening to my throat. It's closing up a little. Oh, jeez. It's like rough. Like really rough. Let me drink some. Oh, wow. Hopefully that's going towards it. Without the ability to know. I could look it up. How to know if you're always going what? North. Sure, there's a video that's like, in F3, you're always heading north if you're going in this direction. Like, from the X perspective. Okay, so that's heading south. Because from Z. But that's always heading north. Okay. That has to be how it is. Out of sight, here we go. Out of sight, out of mind. does that mean? I don't know. Okay, so it has to be this way. Okay, I said I wasn't embarrassed by it, but I am still I am a little embarrassed by how I died. Like, I truly believe that there was probably no way that I would have caught myself. Like, that's just a very me death. I accept that as how I would die. But that doesn't mean I'm not any less embarrassed by it. Okay. Gosh, I have no space. Hmm. Wait a second. Sunrise. Sunrise is from the east, sets in the west. Shit, I forgot. Shoot, my browser's done. Down. Yeah, sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So, that's east. East, west. So, yeah. So this is the right direction. Because you're facing north, it has to be on your left side. I should look at the compass. Fuck me. I feel so stupid. No, 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 no. It's on this side of you. Wow. What was that noise? Plus, I should have expected that anyways because it's going mirrored. That's why I had where I was like thinking, well, that doesn't make any sense, like, because it was mirrored. I was thinking, wow, why is it mirrored unless there's a problem with where I'm going? Because it shouldn't be mirrored. It should be like, if I'm walking this way, I go east. And if I'm walking this way, I'm going west. Yeah. Dang, I feel so foolish. Why are you making noise? Okay, so those are two dogs that may die on the journey there. Hopefully not. This is why I wanted a compass. Because while I could do these visual cues to know where I'm going, it's also I'm foolish. I'm not smart. When I have to head back the other way I went. I'm gonna name this one the pirate episode. Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Drink up, me hearty. Why are you making so much noise? Rough. Are you guys rough on crime? Why are you making so much noise? Okay, we just have to continue heading this way until eventually I find anything. No music in the background because my computer literally can't handle to have like those two things open at the same time. I'm gonna have to go a pretty wide breadth around here, but that's fine. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I should have just done basic. Now I'm locked in, but like, on the idea of like constantly making something, locking myself in hardcore where I continually lose and die, I don't know. I would ask people in the audience what their perspective on it is, but no one's really watching these. Maybe when I make the edited version, I'll like ask people about it. Though ultimately it is my own decision. I do like the risk and the panic that sets forth on hardcore, but also I created this to sort of relax and to like just make something, you know? A world that I could work on for like years and years and like have and go back to it and look at it. As it currently stands, even with that one that I can't really look back to that previous world. So it becomes a whole thing of like, am I really doing what what I set out to do? But regardless of either way, ultimately, and it's my decision. Oh shoot. My boat. Owie. Oh, here we go. Wait, was that the spot? No, it's nearby here though. Yeah. I guess a little beachfront property next to the mango, next to this thing, next to this biome isn't too bad. Forgot what this biome was called. This one's pretty flat. But I could honestly start anywhere on this beachfront. I was honestly just thinking about whether or not I should start my base more in the forest anyways. Because one of the things about these is that they're difficult to work with, like these ones, because of how much you need to clear out or stuff like that. But I feel like they'd be really rewarding to actively work in and build around this sort of a thing. Anyways. And look at that, we already have a map. A map to our front lawn. Yeah, I think I'll set up here. I know that doesn't matter, but... And buried treasure should be right about... here. Ish. Oh, it's getting late. I'll have to look into this later. Shoot. Oh, that's skeletons. Owie, 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 owie. Number one thing already. These tree lines obviously are going to be a problem with mob spawns if I'm not going consistently to bed. More specifically, seems like I won't have any problem getting a Triton, or at least being attacked by people that would give me Tritons. Okay. Let's see. It's still down. Maybe I'll dig around. Oh shoot. Let me get this out of my inventory and set more stable long term. Oh, that's not long term, but it's a little bit more stable. Water out. That's definitely not where it's gonna be. That's fine. Okay, where the hell is this? I'm right on top of it, like right here. This is just a little farther down. What is the treasure? Iron? Can't have enough of that. Treasure one piece of iron? Wowie. Not gonna lie to you, I'm a little sad. Because I'm not finding this thing. I got a little scared. Because, I thought for a second ooey. Thought for a second never mind. Wait, no. I can tell that I'm scared. I thought my brain is like Fritz. It's on the Fritz right now. I don't know why I put my bed so far away. Let me place this down too and like make a chest. Dump all this stuff in there. And I'm gonna organize this later. Where are my dogs? I just noticed that. Where are they? Like, I wasn't that emotionally attached to them, but I'm still. Well, it's fine because I know it's in this area. like, where else would it be? I just don't know how deep down it is. Actually, I don't even need to break this. I just need to continue digging down in a circle, like a corkscrew. I almost wonder, maybe it's not buried, it's on the outside? Oh, hey, Lapis. Ah, if only it said a depth on these maps. Feels like I've been digging forever. Also, looks like I'm not doing a trial chamber, since I don't have, I'm not near a village anymore. Okay, this might be it. No, this isn't it. And I'm starting to think I dug past it a while ago. But I'm still wondering where the hell it is. Ugh, okay. Let me look at these. Look at this again. Is this how all pirates felt? Wait a second. Might be here. I think I dug in a wrong spot. I think it's like right here-ish. Oh, come on. Are they gonna make me destroy my entire beachfront property just looking for this thing? Oh. This is a death pit waiting to happen. Shoot. Sorry, I got distracted a little. Gosh. Maybe right here? That scared me for a second. Is it weird for the music to scare for a second? Ow! Did you guys see that, like, zombie jump scare? Like, I don't know how any better to describe it than, like, a zombie jump scare. Ow. I know, idiotic of me. Wow, that was completely stupid. I was like, oh wait, maybe I need to dig in this direction, and then I realized, oh wow, I've been digging in that direction. I can't end off this episode with me just dying and that being the only evolution. I need to find this gold. I need to find this pirate's gold. But the problem is that there's no pirate gold here. Like, where is it? The maps lied. Ow. Now I'm more worried about why the map lied to me. Because where is it? Oh, dang it, I blocked out my ceiling again. Whatever. You know what? I have a lot of stuff. Like, that's my one problem, is that this coastal trim armor, I do want this. But I'm tired of these maps. They're not leading me to anything. Screw it. Instead of following these dumb, useless maps, I'm going to pack up my stuff, and I'm going to set sail until I get to greener pastures. There's some obvious risk with setting up in Mangles, is that it's just a mob spawning amount. So that's why I'm not setting up in there, even though I said it'd be nice. And I can't set up on that beachfront because of the shame of not finding the treasure. But Captain, a pirate never gives up on buried treasure. Shut up. You have to go back, Captain. Look at that floating island in the sky. You can't set up there because it's too dangerous on the hardcore world. And also because the amount of time that it takes to get up there and back down, if you put your loot stuff up there, would be too long. But once I create a elevator up there and back, after, only possible if something to create as an afterthought for later, or if there's a lava pool nearby there, which there probably is. You know what, negative Nancy me? You need to quiet down. Well, now no one's saying anything. Shut up, me. Shut up. I got some witty commentary I can say right here, right now. Gobble. Nope. Gobble. Nope. Um. Okay, okay. Listen for some. This is gonna be some witty commentary. Gobble. Nope. Nope. That's still gobble. How about that? What'd you do? I just killed some animals. So you played the game? Well, yeah, but this is what it is. It's a let's play, me. Yeah, let's play. Well, failure. Okay, that's technically true, but that's mean and pointed and very mean. You didn't have to say that. Okay. I'm sure people will want to watch the same episodes 9 times in a row. Okay, I know that I do the same thing every single time. This is why you shouldn't have started Hardcore World. But Hardcore World is like flashy. When someone says like, this is my Hardcore World, you know, they get that spice, that flash, and stuff like that. Yeah, but usually they edit it out, and I'm going to edit it out. The whole point of this is like dedication to it, you know? You should have just started Forever World. Oh, my first time starting a Forever World. Here's my log. But you didn't do it for the flash. Yeah, I didn't do it for the flash, but it still has to have some amount of flash, you know? I like seeing number, okay? Sue me. Okay, I'll sue you. Don't actually sue me. I don't have any money. They don't say sue me. It's a saying. You're not supposed to think this hard about why someone says sue me. You could say bite me. Yeah, but then someone would be like, yes, please. I would never say that. I know, but that's because you're me. And who else would say bite me? There's no one else that's watching us. Technically 5 other people are. I thought I saw 5 on the last one. Okay. Look at this. Buried treasure. And it's so much closer. This time, it's not going to be a bust. This time it's going to work. Yeah, sure, whatever. You need to be optimistic. You're not optimistic. Yes, I am. Do you hear how happy my voice is? No. Wow. Why are you so pointed? Why is your commentary so aimed at my soul? You don't have a soul. I very much do have a soul. No, you don't. Gosh, are all you gonna say be like contradictory to me? How about you just help me for once, me? No. Gosh, this is why we can never be friends. Okay. And you don't even care. You don't even care about the fact that we can never be friends. Just okay. You're a real prick, you know that? So? Don't you ever get tired of it? No. Good for you, I guess. They say never change who you are. Or, no, they don't say that. They say never change for any... No? Is it? Do they say never change for anybody? That seems kind of bad advice. Like, don't change if you have to? Is that what they say? Don't change if you don't have to? I don't know. You know, I hate being inside your head. Okay, me. You hate being inside your own head? Where would you go then? I don't know. Exactly. You're just saying stuff to say stuff now. It's sad. At least I'm providing commentary. Okay, whatever. The only commentary that you're providing is one that makes me look like an insane person. And now you made extra shovels. You see? Merging. You said, I was going to say, I made extra shovels, and then you said, now you've made extra shovels. Because we're one and the same. It's just me talking to myself, because I'm going insane. People talk to themselves. Why are you now denying... Why are you now denying the fact that I'm insane? I don't know. Exactly, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're the insane one. Maybe I'm the one that's not insane. But we're the same person. You never know. Why do you keep getting spooked by noise? Who doesn't get spooked by noise? It's noise. We're reactionary creatures. The treasure's clearly not here. You're right. You know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna strip this entire place down of sand until I either find some inkling that it's here. Because it keeps on happening. I go in here, I don't find anything. I'm gonna strip it all of sand. Maybe it's just all underneath the sand. It shouldn't be any deeper than sand level anyways. That doesn't make any sense. It's always you use your shovel to find buried treasure that's just underneath the sand. Remember that time that you couldn't find it in survival? I mean in creative? Man, you can't even get over your own things. You should really just shut up, me. But there still needs to be commentary. No, I mean like you negative me. Positive me should continue talking, while negative me shuts up. But you can do that yourself. No, I can't. Yes, you can. You know, it'd be a lot faster if you did the offhand torch trick. Yeah, I know, and it'd save me your ability and all this other stuff. Can you be quiet, man? Oh, it's not even night yet. Me, be quiet. Me. Oh, shoot. You're never gonna find this treasure. I know I'm not gonna find this treasure, but I gotta keep on looking. This is a huge waste of time, especially since the fact that you're just gonna die next episode. Wow, you're getting like extra negative. Like before you were negative, but it's like not too bad. Now you're getting extra negatives. You only failed not to die one time, and that's because you're doing legitimately nothing. Well, I think I was exploring caves pretty nice. You didn't. I don't think it was nothing. You should just go into survival mode. That way you actually make progress. Maybe. Maybe. But hey, isn't this better? Isn't this more of like a story? It's like, wow, look at me. I failed. I suck. And then I like got better. Yeah. It's the fail and the suck, but without any of the get better. You're so rude. You're so mean. Why are you so mean to me? I state facts. Okay. Okay, B. Whatever you say. All I'm doing is stating facts. Shut up. Shut up. Facts don't care about your feelings. Bro, you... They hated him because he speaks truth. You sound like a redditor. Shut the fuck up. And look at that. Now you're silent because you're not being taken seriously by my mind. Retract back into my mind vault. Stupid idiot. I am you. Okay, and now you're back. Oh my gosh. You're insufferable, you know that? You know, I just thought of what your response is going to be. We have the same thoughts. Yes, but it's like, I thought it in your voice, you know? The voice you have. So it wasn't me thinking it was you thinking it. And you know what your response was going to be? It was going to be something dumb. until you thought not to do it. Ah. Giving up once again. Yes, I'm giving up. Look at this hole. There's nothing here. These maps lie. Tired of this. All I did this entire session was dig sand. For nothing. There's nothing here. Wow, you're such a quitter. Shut up, me. You think I care about that? I don't care about your labels. I'm my own man. All this stuff, get this out of my here. Oh, that's timer up. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. I don't care about these labels. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. This is my world, and I'll die 1,000,000 times as long as I die playing the way I want to play. And the way I want to play is not staring down into a hole trying to dig for treasure that's not there. No. The way I want to play is I want to fall from a stupid height after doing something dumb. I want to starve myself to death because I'm too busy trying to explore a cave and then die after falling half a heart distance amount of length trying to hunt down a sheep. I want to die by being shot to death by a skeleton or blown up by a creeper that I didn't see. I do not want to sit here bored doing jack diddly shit. Fuck! I don't have any. Where's my boat? On to greener pastures. We'll find something. A mushroom biome? Oh, and back to another snow biome. Without a sapling to set up here, is not the best place to set up a base, but this is a pretty nice place to keep in mind for later. And then you know me, I always love a cold biome. So if that's leading to a snow biome, I'll gladly set up there. I've kind of just all set it as like a canon event that I have to set up in a snow biome, because snow biomes are where I set up my world when I was a little kid, and so I would constantly feel attracted back to colder climates. Especially on the track. Ooh. On the track, if I make a minecart system to and from wherever my base is going to be set up in this snow climate, that little area will be a nice place to. Okay, I was really worried about getting like insta dropped by the bear. Okay, so it is a snow area, but it's not as heavily of a snowed area as the last area, which I'm a little sad about. I guess that's just the whole thing of it not being as mountainous and not being as constantly snowed in as the other one was. Like, look at this. This is just a spruce forest. The only thing that's really keeping it in that whole vibe is the constant ice just on the entire thing. Speaking of which, okay. I'm not even going to pretend this time around. Oh, look at that. I'm going to keep much closer to the village. Like, I'm probably going to just break a whole bunch of the rules that that I usually keep. Just underneath the principle of, what's the principle that I use? Oh, yeah. Underneath the principle of, I'm kind of tired, boss. But also, this is just a very nice place to set up in general. You have a little, like, mountain cave here to start the spelunking, or whatever. And a little area over here to set up a base. It is a little closer to the village than I'd like, but at the same time, that isn't the worst thing. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Never mind, I like this area more. Obviously, there's going to be the exploring of the village itself, which I might do in this session, honestly. Just gotta plan out where I'm going to set up everything. Now, for a pretty obvious thing, is I'm still kind of on that kick of setting up a minecart system. So what I might do is I might have the minecart system here, pretty far away from the village. Have it go across the. I definitely want it to go across this ravine. So I might have my base set up on the opposite side of this ravine. The whole thing of having a forest much closer to my base than the previous base actually works out of my benefit. So yeah. This might be where my base is set up, actually. Right here. Then that makes it so that I can just create a little bridge going across, heading towards the village in that direction. Might even just flatten this out a little bit more. It's still not as good as my previous base, though, in my mind. Like, don't get me wrong, there's stuff that I like about this space, but might be better to set it up over here. Or maybe just thinking about the possible areas to set it up. Maybe once I flatten this out a little bit more, I'll see. Because the possible dimensions are here. Yeah, maybe I'll just flatten this out, see what I'm working with, and then decide from there. And I actually have plenty of things to work with on that idea of flattening it out. Too bad I don't have a mangrove sampling. That would actually be pretty goated as a thing to that'd be pretty goated, honestly. Boat for right now is actually going to be a pretty easy way to travel around on the ice. I might save the flattening for a later date. And with the whole startup that we got with sunken ships, we actually have a pretty good foundation for a sort of iron base, meaning that I most likely, before I start heading to the caves, let me get the furnace out, could start setting up a system for, I could probably start getting into iron armor before I even start exploring the caves. Though, before I start doing that, I'm going to need to get a bucket. For multiple reasons, actually. Now, the most obvious one is just, you know, bucket progression and stuff like that. But actually, the reason why I'm thinking is for... Let's see. Some iron already spotted down there. Definitely can set up in full iron before I have to dive too far deep in here. I'd say right about right here. Nice. Let's see how big this is. Well, boys, looks like the nether's back on the menu. Ooh, this is a nice little lava pool that we have here. Now, I'm gonna have to look. I don't remember how I did beforehand, because I'm a little bit of a fool. And this is a matter of fact, an even smaller one. So, forgive me for... Oh, shoot. So forgive me for what I'm about to do. Okay. Didn't mean to do that much, but... Well, actually... Shoot. Shoot. Whoopsie. I wonder if I could just... Yeah, there we go. That fixes it. Okay, and now this next part is the problem. And I'm actually going to need to move out some space for this part. First off, as you can tell, this is a pretty cramped area. So, first part of it is this area. Already needs to be like this. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. No, yeah, it does. Shoot. Shoot. Here we go. Okay. So this area already needs to be like this. On this side, I'm not doing with any sort of audio because my headphones are dead. So, need to make a little L. One, two, yeah, 3, and that, I think. And how big the L is supposed to be? Yeah, 3 blocks high. So there. And then supposedly, I mess this up all the time. Oh wait, let me just, well, it doesn't say anything about that side, but I have way less lava than I usually do to work with, so I actually need to not mess this up. Oh shoot. Here we go. I'm being honest. Actually, I don't know. Okay, so what I was about to say is, being honest, I'm thinking of just covering this up so I don't die to this. But then I was thinking of making... Oh, no, I need cauldrons for that. Okay. I could either safety-proof up my portal right now, but not have enough iron for armor, or I can... Actually, let me see. How much armor can I make? I'll make everything except for a helmet. So, chest plate, pants, boots. Okay. I'll just make the helmet out of copper. That's fine. Okay. And then place this here. Dump this water right next to the first part of it. So what I'm thinking of doing, or what I'm planning on doing, is, and this is what I did in on my friend server as well, is that there's a whole thing of just doing infinite lava through dripstone. Now obviously, having a lot more lava to work with is the better case scenario. I'm don't know. I'll leave this up to future me's determination on whether or not I want lava near my portal. I'm not going to be interacting with my portal right now anyway, so it should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't remember how much is for helmet, but that's more than enough, and I can always use the excess for something else. We're going to need this for the nether travel anyways. Glowstone's a nice one, but I'm going to need to save that for later. Melon slices are a nice thing to top off my health. Bucket, you never know when a bucket's going to be necessary. Bamboo. Dirt's a nice building block. Snow for later. Nuggets for later. Food. Gonna probably cook all that beef. That, and let's see. Dirt is a nice another building block. Oh, wait. Oh, it's just a stack. Okay. Don't need a shovel anymore. The wooden pickaxe is going to be put to the side. Oh, actually, you know what? Throw in a lot more of the copper for just raw materials. Okay. Helmet. I mean, not for raw materials, for the crafting of copper tools. Okay, put the rest of this in here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this on me, but... Oh, shoot. The last thing I should do before I start this whole mining session, I'll save the mining session for the next episode. I'll save the mining session for the next episode. What we're going to do right now is actually... where's my boat? We're going to head over to the village, and we're going to loot the village. If we see any villagers that stand out, like, let's say we see like a Fletcher villager, we're going to trap them in their houses. Though, to be completely honest with you, I might just let the villagers should be able to sustain themselves without dying to mobs, as long as I don't mess with their doors or anything like that, which I'm not planning on stripping this village of anything. So I might just leave the village alone for right now, and work on some like ideas for like farms and stuff for it later. Beetroot bundles, no block. Yeah, stuff like that's fine. I'm just to leave there. What are you? Cartographer. Actually, I have need of you. So I'm going to leave you here. You should be fine to stay alive. But once I start working on your trades, especially since I have a lot of paper, so once I start working on your trades, then you'll be something. Just need to keep an eye on, or keep in mind that you're here, so that I can get that trial chamber map, so I can test out that new content. I mean, not new content, but that content I haven't seen yet. Potatoes is a nice crop, especially since I was saying that I was just thinking that I need something to plant around. So that's another good thing. With the forest nearby, I might try and make a charcoal farm, or maybe not like charcoal farm the right word for it, but like I want to have the ability to create charcoal. A toolsmith. Actually, I'm gonna need this later on, but a toolsmith is in general something that I need. Whenever if there's a Fletcher around, or if I set up a Fletcher, I guess I won't be using copper tools for the majority of the villager up trading. But that's fine, actually. I'll have to move these guys, though, in all honesty. Boats are a perfectly fine way to move them, if that's what it comes to. But I don't know how I determine when to start my villager trading era. There's honestly like two scenarios where it is. One is if I build my house, if I go into those mines and I'm like, okay, I've went into these mines, but I actually want to start building my house. If I have a base actively set up, then I'll have a place to put the villagers or something like that. And then the second scenario is if I just start thinking that's what I want to do. Like, you know, I could always just like say I want to start trading with villagers, but I don't think I am going to. At least not immediately. The whole thing with like villager trading in my eyes is just I've done it so much. It's like the easiest way for me to catch up with my friends whenever we were playing. So it's kind of like not the thing I want to do. Yeah. And no Fletcher either, meaning that it's gonna be on me to create the Fletcher. So yeah, it'll probably be around the time that I start nether exploration. So that means two things. That either means around the time that I've explored enough into the caves to get dripstone and set up infinite lava maker. And there's actually multiple reasons. Both infinite lava maker and enough iron. And actually there's two reasons why those are two things I want to do before exploring into the nether. First off, if I have an infinite lava source, then it'll make smelting much easier. Do keep in mind, it'll make smelting while being able to explore caves with my torches much easier, because then I can use lava buckets as fuel. And then, if I, yeah, I'm just thinking a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I was checking out some stuff for like minecarts, and one idea that I found really cool, and I wish I remembered what the YouTuber's name is. Maybe post-editing me will put it up. But post-editing me is like post-editing me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6, 7, 8. But post-editing me is me once I edit all these videos together. Not all these videos, but what's the best way to describe what I'm planning on doing? I'm planning on editing. I don't know how to describe it, but basically I'm planning on editing the videos. So, well, I guess that's just the best way to describe it. I'm planning on editing the videos of like maybe 5, maybe like 10 together into one, depending on how much time is in each. Now, I think with all the dying and resetting, and the fact that a lot of my witty commentary is me mumbling to myself, that is probably going to be about 10. I'm trying to make these videos a little bit faster paced in a sense, or maybe not even faster paced. I'm just trying to make them not me mumbling to not just footage of me mumbling to myself. A lot of the other videos are edited, even if like with a lot more footage than they're necessary, even if that footage isn't high paced and energetic, because it's me hanging out with my friends, you know? And it's like a memory of my friends in those streams. So those little things that aren't going to be as comedic to other people, but are comedic to me and my friends, stay in there because, well, that's us. It's not necessarily about making it a product. But this one, while it's a memory of like my stuff in my world and the process and things that I lose through dying in my world as well, it's also inherently supposed to be a little bit entertaining. I can look back and be like, wow, that was a ridiculous death, you know? So I'm gonna it's gonna be a little bit more edited, a little bit more cropped a little bit more with the purpose of entertainment. Now, the top interesting things of this world is obviously that toolsmith. That toolsmith could be like a determination on how my resources go. Because the toolsmith could be like, okay, since I have this toolsmith, no point in spending a whole bunch of resources on I don't know. Depends on what it gives me. If it's like iron pickaxe, okay, the toolsmith has already given me iron pickaxe, no need to spend iron on anything like that. If it's like swords or axes, that's gonna be the main weapon I'm using for like most encounters, unless it's like something with the, unless I get like very easy access to something else. And then obviously once I get to Electorn smashing, as I will affectionately call it, then that switches to being the toolsmith will like run out of uses, but not really until I get to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but not until I get to that stage. From then, before that, it'll have pretty good uses. And honestly, that toolsmith is like the biggest idea on getting a Fletcher set up and getting a sort of trade process set up. But there are some pretty obvious reasons not to do it. First off is just travel distance. It's not too far away, to be fair, but I'm not sure if I really want to. Pretty obviously, I'm setting these up to be windows. I'm actually liking the design of this house a little bit more. Setting up a simple Minecraft house rather than trying to go for like any sort of over-the-top design. Just a simple square. Looking a little lopsided because of the lack of wood on either side. But we're right next to a bunch of trees. Oh man, the new Absolute series for DC looks awesome. I don't think enough people are talking about it. Like, with the Absolute series release, is like the first time I've been seeing like people actively and excitedly talking about like comic releases and stuff. Like, usually the only thing I hear people talk about whenever it comes to comics is either about like how there's like less space for comics than there's like for mangas and stuff like that, or it's talking about Spider-Man having a sucky life because the writers are always making him suffer, and there literally hasn't been any update to Spider-Man's life other than making him miserable for like the millionth time. But like with this Absolute series, not only is it like spreading some like, am I seeing like hearing positive things about it other than like Hawkeye once again for the millionth time in a bad timeline getting his fucking shit rocked. Okay, I say for the millionth time, but that millionth time is just Injustice, which is a series and run, which is a run that wasn't good. The Injustice comic series only has like one good thing in it, and that's the fact that it makes Plastic Man look awesome, which he is awesome. He's stupid busted, but he's wacky and funny. I guess funny is subjective, but like he's wacky and he doesn't take anything too seriously, meaning that everyone likes. It's like Plastic Man. That guy's an idiot. I love Plastic Man. I remember I was at my cousin's house, and I don't know. He had like a Plastic Man toy, and I thought that thing was cool as hell. I guess with this version of my house, I'm going bigger is better. because it's a much bigger version of my house. Could even add in a middle window. And maybe I'll go with a dyed glass. Though on that note, I'm going to need to come up with what the dye is going to be. Let me see what I have in my chest. Nothing really to dye with. Admittedly so, it's back to square one, but I don't really feel too bad. It's square one, but with all the things I was already working with. Okay. And this little shack is definitely not going to be my permanent residence. My permanent residence anyways. Like, there's so many different places to set up. This one will probably end up, if I'm going to create further builds, probably going to end up just being a little workstation for, like, maybe a mine shaft or something. Like, you know, a mine shaft lowering thing down there. Oh, shoot, where's my shovel? Okay. Okay. So, first things first is... Actually, I should set it up over here, because this will actually keep the water melted because of the cauldron. But yeah. How far does this go down? Down that far? We'll go even a little farther. Okay, stops right about here. Okay. I wonder... Okay, so it goes underneath too. So I could probably set it up even further down this way. Okay, here we go. And then... I'm kind of loving the reinsurgence of, like, people talking about The Incredibles. Because of the, like, files in the, behind the scenes or bonus content or whatever you would call it. Like, The Incredibles is just an awesome movie in general. But people, like, reinvigorating and talking about it in, like, a serious manner as well is, like, really nice. It's definitely one of those movies that you grow to appreciate even more as you, like, grow up. It's always the doorways that have the hardest problem. I have the hardest problem deciding how they're going to look. Let's just fill it all in at first and then see where we want to put them. Yeah. Okay. Maybe if we had just extended out one little bit more, it would have had natural, like, 2x1, but shoot. Oh yeah, and I ran into this problem too. Was the idea of doorways. Because I'm doing it by odd number, which maybe I shouldn't be doing it by. The doorways often are split. It's it's fine. Honestly. They just sometimes make it, I like opening double doors, I don't know. I'm just that way. Okay. Now, on this side, there's a couple things we can do. I think leading to my house, I'm going to want this one to be potatoes. So, potatoes leading to my house. I'll have beetroots leading away because I don't like beetroots. Personally, I feel beetroots are probably like one of the worst things you can farm. Actually, no, I'm gonna save melons for a later adventure, or a later venture. I'm probably going to set up an automatic melon farm. Just because melon farming in general is very annoying to me. And then... Oh, wow. I don't have any wheat seeds. Okay, that's a bit of a problem, but that's fine. Throw the raw beef in there. And then what's the last thing? I need a roof. I'm going to set up a very simple roof, though. Oh, here's some poppies and stuff for some dye for the windows. And here's some of these, too. Obviously, I'm going to need to smelt down some glass, but... I'm probably going way past time. I don't really mind or care or anything like that. But this one will probably end up being like an hour and 40 or 2 hours long. But that's just legitimately because I have a lot more. Oh shoot, it's nighttime. Oh, and my roof is not set up yet, and it's already snowing. Meaning that, you know what that means? Snow all up in my house. It's fine. I'm really just wondering what I should... Oh my gosh. He blipped out of existence. Okay, I actually want to move away from the previous one. Move this guy over into this corner. Oh my gosh. Ugly creeper holes. Oh. Is this spider hostile? Wow. I thought... Okay, whatever. Okay, there we go. I think what I'm gonna do right now is let's get more of these flowers, get some of the sand, and I'm gonna finish up the windows. And I guess I'm not gonna have a roof yet, because I just don't have materials for it. Actually, wait a second. Depending on what's... Come on. This is why I hate grab. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. I'll just check out what's in the nether, And if there is something like blackstone or something there, I can just smelt that down real quick. Which actually reminds me, I need to make some furnaces to make. I'll give myself 4 extra ones, and I'll throw this over here. There we go, extra food, and throw this into there. There we go. Throw that into there. And then throw that into there because that needs to be smelting. And then throw that in there. And then I'll look into... I still need to make the infinite lava source, so I'm not going to use that yet. Still need technically more coal. But I'll just throw this 3. 3 should... 3's... Oh, shoot. Remember not to hop out my window. I'll go to my little... Wow. That could be dangerous. Actually, you know what? I'll have an infinite lava source, so I can take the lava from here anyways. Throw this into my smelters. And then... Or into my furnaces. And then don't run with it in your hand, open hand. Or else you're going to burn yourself. Well, take that. Put that in there. I guess it actually has a long time to burn. Put that in there. Take it out. I'll just put it... You know what? Let me just hop into Nether. Because in the Nether, there's going to be like... There's like a... With how I usually go, it's like a millionth chance I'm going to spawn in like a basalt area. Where it's going to be like, oh wow, there's lava all around you. Oh. Ooh. Well, I did say that there's going to be lava all around you. What the hell? What luck is that? Like, that was both lucky and so unlucky. Okay. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. It's a lot of netherrack. It looks like I wasn't in an area where I'd be able to easily get blackstone, but there is over here. I could go for the nether brick roof. Nether brick roof isn't too bad. I forgot exactly what the recipe for nether brick is, but if I just get like a stack of like netherite, it should be fine. There are a couple of risks right now, though. For one, don't have my standard gold on so that I don't have to mess with piglins. Oh, here we go, basalt area over there. Not too far away. Exactly the type of place where I'd fall down. Let me get some torches up here, because that's the #1 problem. It's just my own visual. Wow. That's fine. Oh, that's why. Oh, wait, no. I was picking that up. It's just... Here we go. Blackstone. Diorite, I don't need that. I'm not sure how much magma slimes hit for. So I don't really want to be too close to them. Not sure how much I need for a ceiling either. Probably a lot, though I'm going to make a stone cutting table to diminish the amount that I need. Overall, this is not too bad of an area. Obviously, I have no idea where the fortress is, like at all, but that's pretty standard. And the luck of like spawning right next to a fortress. Honestly, it's kind of impressive. I didn't start that main area with like any intent of like there being a lava pool nearby. I just spawned right next. I mean, I didn't spawn, but like I just stumbled upon an area with a village and a lava pool and a giant open mine shaft. That's why I'm kind of the opinion that I got an even better spawn than what I originally had. Like, the other world was nice. It was good. But this one is like... is even better. I'm kind of walking out of this one happier than before. There's just like more interesting potential with what I can build without having to put in more effort. With putting in less effort. In my mind, at least. And you know, honestly, that's all that matters. Is what I think. Just have to not screw it up. But, honestly, I don't think I'm going to. I've pretty safety proofed up everything. By the time I hop into the mines, I'm going to be pretty armored up. And now I have some spelunking experience. So I highly doubt that I'm going to, like, be, how would you say, spelunking like a fool. Okay, let's throw in the blackstone. And, oh, yeah. Also, let's put this in here and put that in there. So, how much of this dye do we want? So, let's think about this like this. We could do like boom, boom, boom patterns. From here, it's pretty much going to be. Let's set up these windows first, actually. Oh, they had to be panes. Okay, that makes sense. But they had to be like complete one. I thought it was fine if they were complete ones. But the panes, that's not too bad. One. And then... I know. I could just switch out this one for this one. I don't know, I was being lazy. I was waiting on it. But the waiting ended up being, oh, sleep. So what I'm thinking is this right here, this right here, this right here, and this right here. Yeah, that. And then to match along with it, this right here, this right here, this right here, this right here. Oh, shoot. Don't burn all over my crops. Okay. We're go. And then on this side, boom. And I guess I'll just repeat that pattern. Or this side will be this, and this side will be that. No. Oh shoot, I didn't think about this. Oh wait. Wait, yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, damn. Shit. Ah. Shoot. I keep on forgetting that my whole thing is I'm trying to curse less. For multiple reasons. Oh. I actually do like the full blocks over the panes, so whatever. I'm too deep in. I'll switch it later if the need arises. So on this side, it's gonna be this one, and then this one, and then this one, and this one, and then this one, and this one. There we go. I don't know why I chose... Oh yeah, I chose those because those were just like the available ones. Blackstone's not smelting? Huh. Okay, well that's fine. Let me throw in 1, 2, 3. Okay. While that smelts, I'm going to put up the rest of these trees, sort out my inventory a little bit more, and look into what the ingredients for some of these other building blocks are. So, polished blackstone. Okay, so I guess that's... What's blackstone brick? Block of coal. Sorry, let me adjust this all up. Let me make one. This should have open up new way. Here we go. Okay. I'll just do a nice simple block roof right now. It's not about being pretty, it's just about having a little space so that the snow doesn't get in and stuff like that. Later evolutions, I'll make this a nice little shack. But heck, with how little blackstone blackstone I have right now, I might just have to like use like netherrack brick for the rest of it. Okay. Is that not how you do it? Shoot, I always forget this ingredient. The ingredient. Well, I guess I have a grindstone if I need it. Or a smithing table. Always useful. Oh, it's just straight. I don't know, I always think that it's like, that you need like them in that form. I always do this. Like I do this all the time. Would you think if I did it all the time I'd remember it? But nope. Oh shoot, I dropped this thing a long time ago. I was just about to talk about it and then I forgot, and let me get back to talking about it again. So, I was watching this YouTuber talking about the minecart system. The reason why I was watching him was because I was trying to do some research for the minecart system and everything, and how it works. And he posted a really interesting idea, which I really wish they had added with the copper update. And that's the idea of, I just have to smelt this down. And that's the idea of using copper rails to extend the natural speed of the rail system. So like it stops and then it extends the speed so that it was a really interesting idea to speed up and increase the benefit of the cart system. Now, if you want my honest opinion, what I think they're going to do, what I think they can do, since they didn't introduce it this update, you know, or I think it's an idea that's like completely reasonable to base Minecraft. Like, you see it with like stuff like the repeaters and stuff. While it wouldn't be in the design that the creator showed, where it was like where you tap it and it would show the numbers and stuff. You could set up that sort of. It's defined as like blocks per second or whatever. You could set up that blocks per second through the shoot. What's the wording? Shoot. I'm trying to remember. You could set up that blocks per second through a show means, like how repeaters have the farther space and stuff, without it being like something that's actually in the URL. My idea would be that to show it, you would have like a sort of arrow thing, and like the higher the blocks per minute, the higher the arrow goes, you know? Honestly, I need a blast furnace for this smelting. I know. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm just gonna have the roof split anyways. I can. Yeah, there we go. That'll make the split a lot less egregious. It'll look like more of a design choice than anything. Shoot, there's so much I still want to do, but also, I've been pushing my time for a long time now. So, it's about time to say, das Vidania, and to log off. Who knows, maybe I'll just, like, close this down and then start it back up and do another hour. No. No. I spent way too much time.